Hi guys, and welcome back to another Cyberpunk 2077 video. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can make unlimited eddies in Cyberpunk, and although there is some criteria needed to do this in the first instance, this is exploit free and it isn't a game breaking bug that's going to be patched. They may nerf this in some way, but it's an actual in-game feature. You're going to watch me make around 700,000 eddies in about 15 or 20 minutes. This is just an example from what I show you. You will be able to see the potential. You'll be able to make a lot more money myself. So just use this as a blueprint, and I think you can make an easily 2 to 3 million eddies every hour. And I suppose all you really need eddies for in this game is the cars. So that should be well enough to see you through all the car purchasing side missions. And if you just want to stock up on some extra eddies, there's no harm in that. If you do enjoy today's Cyberpunk video, don't forget to hit that like button as it will help out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe for more Cyberpunk content. And with that being said, let's get into it. Now the main criteria that you're going to need for this is level 20 technical ability, and that's so you can get level 20 crafting. So if you don't have that, or you're not there yet, wait until you have reached level 20, or if you're done with the game and you make a new character, aim to get crafting to level 20 as quick as possible. And in my personal opinion, technical ability is probably one of the best skill trees to level up anyway, especially if you're a tech build, so it's well worth doing. But yeah, apart from that, everything else is achievable. Personally, what I would do, I would save the game, just in case there's any problems when you start doing this. Now what you want to do is you want to go to Victor, the Rip Doctor. You can find him not far from your apartment. I'll show you on screen now exactly where he is. Now what you want to do is you want to buy the legendary shard off him called the Tabula Erasa, and it restores all perk points, allowing you to redistribute them. Now that's not the attribute points, hence why I said you need a level 20 technical ability. It's just the perks that you've distributed within inside your attribute skill trees. And as you'll notice, this costs 100,000 eddies, so that is one of the criteria that you do need before you start this. It's really achievable. You'll probably have that. If not, I do have an engineering guide that I'll leave in the description below. It's a quick way to level up your engineering levels, so that'll be good if you needed to grind the technical abilities out anyway, but selling the items within that particular guide will make you 100,000 eddies in no time at all. So if you bear in mind, obviously I've spent 100,000 eddies here, and now you want to head over to your perk tree. Now as you can see, I've got 88 perk points available. You want to buy Edge Runner Artisan so you can craft legendary weapons, and you also want to buy Ex Nihilo, which grants a 20% chance to craft an item for free. So obviously if we're saving some components whilst doing this, then great. And also you want to get a perk called Cost Optimization, which reduces the component cost of crafting items by 15%. It actually has got 2 levels, so it will be 30%. But as you can see, I don't realise this and just get it the once. I do think getting the 2 levels will be more beneficial. And then you'll see I'll have 84 perk points left. And what you want to do is you want to go down to this particular skill here called Crazy Science. As you can see, it says increases the sale price of crafted items by 10% and then 1% every perk level. Now, this particular perk has an unlimited amount of times you can actually increase it. So as you can imagine, I am going to put 84 perk points on this, so it increases my overall sale price of crafted items by 94%, because it's going to be 84% per perk level and then 10% for the actually increased sale price that you get for level 1 of this anyway. Level 2, it also reduces component costs, so that's great, by another 30%. So anyway, I won't bore you with obviously me acquiring this perk, so we'll just come back to it once it's done.
A few moments later.
My maths was a bit out. I had 86 perk points, so we leveled it up to 86. And as you can imagine, we want to head over to the crafting station now to obviously utilise this Crazy Science perk and obviously make ourselves some eddies. Now at the moment, my most expensive gun to craft is the Ashura. You can see in the bottom right corner it says 9,655 eddies every time I sell one of these. I think without the Crazy Science it's around 4,200, so it's not far off double. And as you can see, it cost 18 blue, 18 purple, and 1 legendary component to craft the Ashura. Now, as you can see, I haven't got that many components. It basically comes down to these purple components. But I've seen people with 10,000 of these components. I've seen people with 2 to 3,000 of the legendary components. There's plenty of videos out there showing you exploits for these components. I'm pretty sure if you found this video, you'll already know how to craft and make your own components. I will show you a way you can actually do it legitimately, and that is you can craft the legendary items from the purples, and you can craft the purples by making loads of purple grenades for 1 white and 1 green component and then deconstructing it. I'm sure you know how to do that. I'll leave a very, very brief little video of that now on screen. But yeah, the components aren't hard to come by, so let's get crafting. And you're going to craft these as your sniper rifles or whatever legendary item gives you the most eddies. And upon craft them, you're simply just going to sell them. And as I say, I make 60 of these sniper rifles in this particular video. That'll take me up to 711,000 eddies, and it took me about 15 or 20 minutes to do this, and it's as simple as that. And all you need to do is, once you've done this, is fast forward 24 hours, go back to Victor and buy another Tabula Rasa and reset your perks to how you had them before. So the only advice I'd give you is make sure you've got more components than I've got when I started this, because I made 500k profits if you think about it. I made 700,000 eddies, but I had to buy 2 of those components. So if you've got a lot more, obviously that's fine, but I wouldn't really bother doing this unless you had around the same amount of components as I've got. But yeah, I'd probably craft maybe 20 to 30 of them, sell them, and then craft another 20 or 30, or go off your own weight gain. Whenever you get full, then stop there. And the only tricky part about this is actually selling them, because as you know, all the vendors and drop points have limited cash. Well, personally, I'd sell as much as I could to Victor, because I think he starts off with 100,000 eddies, but then I'd move to the nearest drop point and just sell 2 at a time. Fast forward 24 hours, so the drop point gets another 20k, sell 2, and fast forward 24 hours. And that is a bit tedious, but to sell 60 of these sniper rifles, it literally took me 15 or 20 minutes, and as you can tell, the rewards are beneficial. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you can see the blueprint surrounding this. You know, you can take a lot more components into this than I did. If you go off those purple components being the one that's kind of like the hardest one to get, 1,000 of them will get you about 50 to 60 sniper rifles. It got me 60, but depending if you've got the perks to reduce the crafting costs, it's around 50 to 60 sniper rifles. So if you go in there with 4, 5, 6,000 of those purple components and around 2 to 300 legendary, you'll be totally fine. You'll make yourself 2 to 3 million in no time at all. Anyway, as you can see, this is no exploit. It is a simple in-game feature, so I hope you do appreciate that. The only thing that I can imagine Project Red doing is nerfing it somehow, because it's not an exploit, so they may nerf it in a way that maybe you can't sell so many. But until then, craft till your heart's content, make those eddies, and get all them cars bought while you can. Anyway, that is it for the video, and if you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe for more Cyberpunk content, and yeah, take care.